start streaming because this is got me so tickled. Oh, that is so funny. And I'm gonna jump over. I need to jump into live to make sure before I get to say. Let's see here. How's it going, Nakama? Brit is back with some One Piece. Technically, this is 1185, but Samurai Drew, you know who, may not have read the last chapter. So this is literally going to be an 1185 with, 1185 with a 1184 live reaction by our Samurai Drew. So Samurai, if you would please go ahead and just start off with 1184. That was so funny. Him realizing that he had this was so funny.
Wait, what do you want me to, what do you want me to do?
No, dude, just live react to 1184, like wherever you just picked up at.
Okay, so, we're all bones when we die. It's so, so we're looking at him, like, being with Shuri and, like, walking across the castle. And, and he's talking about bones, and I'm like, yo, he already knows about the bones thing. Like, that's pretty cool. And I'm looking at the bars. It goes from page 4 to 5, then we have Brook in, and I go, oh, no, he was like a miscreant. Maybe he was thrown in the slammer. And then, oh no, he's just outside of this orphanage, outside of their bars, looking in. So it's like the freedom from the outside looking in, and the weird, like it's not like he's not, he's not under arrest, but yet he is in the cage of not being able to learn music. So I think there's some kind of similarity there. And now now I have, oh yeah, I'm looking at this Mozart, or he looks like Beethoven. This guy, his, supposed, what do you call that? The guy that you look up to.
Like a conductor?
No, who do you look, who does, Frankie looked up to? That one guy, maybe like a father figure, I guess.
Yeah, so like his apprentice, like his mentor?
Yeah, mentor, there we go, right on the ticket. Yeah, his mentor looks just like Beethoven, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes, I think Reuven is supposed to be like, after like Mozart. Is it Beethoven or Mozart? One of the two.
Let me look. Yeah, one of them is really, here, let me look it up. Mozart. You're probably right with Mozart. Oh, I didn't spell it right.
Oh, Samurai Drew.
Mozart.
Yeah, so in this, again, we're getting a backstory within the backstory. So, Brooks, as a child, and him just hanging out with some dude who's just like, why are you singing these weird songs, bro? Who are you?
Yeah, I think I'm right. It's Beethoven. Yo, I remember, yeah, anyway, so that's pretty cool. Have you looked online yet? Has everyone else said this?
Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what Tekken was saying 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this is interesting with, like, hey, bro, I'll cook you up a meal as a sign of our friendship. Caught some fresh grasshoppers and a frog today. Oh, that's good. The secret ingredients is curry powder. I steal it from the Navy ships that come to the port every once in a while.
Well, that makes sense later on.
Okay. And this reminded me, then when I was skimming through the 3 plates were reminding me of Luffy, Sabo, and Ace. These little plates right here. It kind of reminded me of that for a second, the sake cups. The soup du jour is $1 alone. Harvested. Okay. It's really expensive. Your Highness, this is the daughter of Saffron Zayabatsu. She graduated top of her class. Okay, so he's like being offered like all these extraordinary things, and now he's looking back, he's like, wow, I'm really in squalor right now. But he wants to get Brook, recruited. So he goes, it's worth it. Or he wants to go back to that life. So he's saying, I want to do this, so I'm willing to eat the soup to make that happen. What's up, bro? It's so good, it made you tear up? Oh, Oh, right. This is Espera, too. I'm just a little tired. Thanks for the meal. And as he's, like, choking it down. And a big lightning bolt, because it's like, ow! And he actually swallowed it. Yo! So good it makes you shiver, huh? I'm glad you like it so much. Hang on, bro. I'll sing you a song now. What? You want to pay me? Don't bother, bro. We got our troubles, don't we? And yeah, I love it. They're just like smoking and drinking and playing and singing together. And so yeah, a little Bond, shows up. He gets the kid drunk. So I love it. One day, it's a naval escort ship. Load the merchant ships with instruments. Be very careful, they're fragile. And, and we see a harassed Brooke. I don't know what you mean. You got the wrong guy. Don't lie to me, you little mule. Where's the powder the gangsters told you to carry? Where'd you hide it? We paid a lot of money for that stuff, and you're supposed to give it to us. Instead, what did we find? Curry powder? Oh, there's the curry powder. And then Brooke starts singing. It'll be over in a minute if I keep singing. So long, stray dog. So long, bro. Either way, he's seen our faces, so we gotta kill him. And then Brooke yells, we're all bones when we die. So even if you're a great man or you're a bad man, anybody, we all end up in ash at the end. I feel like that's what Brooke is saying. It's like, even though this is unfair, you will receive the same doom as me, which is interesting to say for a kid. Brooke, and he comes slamming through the door, and he goes, bro, Prince Rubian, we have the prince, and so the prince hopefully comes to save the day here. The prince? I'm so glad you made it. And then, look, what these guys did, and so he's upset. And then Prince Rubian, we've been caught in the Malone family, and the mule who is transporting their drugs. Mule? Really, who did? Then he really is just a kid who loves curry powder? So he had nothing to do with it in the first place. Yeah, great. That's fine. Your Highness, you have set your personal grudge aside. The world government is behind the Navy. Okay, yeah, sorry, you had something to say?
No, I'm just like enjoying the fact that it was just curry powder the whole time.
Right. Yeah, and he's like, oh no, oh wait, remember when they used soy sauce and for the Going Mary's Go-On cannon on accident and made Luffy's meat taste better? No, I think maybe anime only. Anyway, the next page, last page. Okay, we're in Espera Palace. Are you awake now, Brooke? And yeah, the beautiful Kandel, Kingdom of Espera Battle Convoy Commander. Oh, Kandel. And is this the same lady that we saw that he has a crush on later, or no?
Yes. So this is the one who ends up marrying Reuven. This is Shuri's mom.
Okay. Alright. I'm not angry at you, Prince Reuven. I'm simply asking that you be more mindful of your royal position. Yeah. Hey, Brooke, you're a prince. Hey, listen. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I wasn't trying to hide it. I just had too much fun hanging around you to ruin the good times. Also, don't you dare tell anyone about stealing that curry powder. Every time Prince Reuven went missing, we went into a real panic trying to find him. And I would have never guessed he was passing the time with such an adorable little friend. And yeah, it makes it his nose bleed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know your wounds were so deep. Oh, it's fine. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's like, more importantly, listen up. This guy's my favorite musician. Give him a room in the barracks and some real instruments to play, and make it so he can attend school. We've got a new star in Asperia. And Brooke is starting to tear because I love this guy. I love this guy. If we keep him around, life in the palace is going to be way more fun. And wow, what a reason to keep on living and being happy. You know, hearing that. That feels like my uncle. My uncle Paul says stuff like that all the time to me.
Aww.
You're a real special guy. You know, or like, you know, you're really gonna make it. Oh man, you are one brilliant one. He's always like gassing me up, and it makes you feel really good. It makes you able to face the day. So incredible. And it makes the other chapter come into focus when he saw them being dicks to each other. They just love each other so much. I didn't even realize how much they liked each other.
Yep. And now, with that being said, it is a perfect segue into 1185. This is so. You get to read 2 in a row. That's gonna be.
That's not the first time that's happened in years.
Yeah. So I'm a little jealous about that actually. So I was just reminiscing on reading that because I had read that 2 weeks ago because we were on break last week. So I'm excited for jumping into 1185, Chapin. Mind your own beeswax. Mind your own beeswax. I need to see what the translation is of this, because this screams some type of like other completely different, way more literal, mind your own business type of thing. What are your thoughts on the title of the chapter?
And I'm focusing on Boa Hancock and thinking about how Luffy's gonna be like, wait, you're saying that you're just gonna cook for me, right? Yeah. Okay, let's live together for the rest of our lives. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, like she's really practicing this cooking right here. I love it.
Hey,
so
talk about mind your own beeswax. Miss Queen of Mind Your Own Business, Miss Boa Hancock is preparing to cook for Mr. Monkey D. Luffy. It all looks like meat, not a vegetable in sight.
If it's burnt, you want to make sure there's
Sorry, you broke up there for a second and your computer went.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
It went wacky for a second.
No, you're good. So, I can still hear you though, too.
Yeah.
But, I've got nothing else. We've got 17 pages. Yeah, 17 pages. So, I will start us off with pages 2 and 3. For those who are new, we go back and forth. If our boy Bullet jumps in, then we'll go through that 3 set. And then who knows if our lost brother in Russia, who is actually Nigerian, ever returns to us, Sagrain will also be that 4th set as well. But in that, I'm gonna jump in 2 and 3, 2, 1. We have continued back, probably exactly where we're at. So, Kendo, I want you to take Brook as your squire. Oh! And teach him proper manners and speaking etiquette. Of course.
And so that's why he's fancy pants.
Say that one more time?
Sorry, but I was like, that's why he's fancy pants is because of this line right here.
Oh, yeah. So, and then you have in the middle a little bam of young Brook. Boy, there are sure a whole lot of pretty ladies around this place. Pretty lady. Skip that one.
Oh, that's funny.
F you, you're cool.
Right. That's funny.
Skip that one, pretty lady. Stop that. And then they're all going crazy after Candle, and he is just, as their squire, just being, oh my goodness. It started here. But you're the prettiest of them all, Candle. Lady Candle, you're my squire. Show me your panties. Brook! So this is where it goes from show me your panties to may I see your panties. Because he had to learn etiquette.
May I?
Yes, see? Show me, may I?
Come on, we're gonna learn.
Oh boy. So, Brook was Candle Squire, learned to fight from that. I'm going on to the next in 3, 2, 1. You don't like your uniform? If I can... Oh, boy. If I conform to school culture, I'll lose my touch for writing good music. But the convoy uniform, now that's what I want to wear someday. And then just going to sleep next to that guitar, and Candle just tucking him in. So Candle having a lot of frustration. There's also people looking in the window at Brooke, or out the window at Brooke probably, since there looks like there's a brush outside, so it looks like there's people looking out at him. So remember how in the last chapter, Samurai Drew actually, in that amazing 1184 live reaction, pointed out that Brooke was in their own prison when they were looking in at the school. Now the school's looking out at him. Take that. And Brooke will not conform. I'll lose my touch for writing good music. But the uniform, battle uniform, that's what I want to wear someday. Okay. That was very interesting. Going back down to the very middle. You're a lucky kid, you know that. You get to see Lady Kendall's, you get to be Lady Kendall's squire. Yo ho! Are you in love with any man in particular? Particular man, Candle? Lady! And yes, but he is far out of my league. Well, we already know they're married, so yeah, never mind. So I trained very hard with the sword, so that I might be as close to him as possible. There we go. And he was like, huh? I bet he'd like you if you dress more ladylike. That's not necessary. I'm simply happy being at his side. His side? Are you talking about? Alright, Samurai. It's up to you now.
No. No! Lady Candle, do you wear men's underwear too? No. Then show them to me. Brooke! You still haven't learned any etiquette. When asking a favor of others, you have to speak politely. Then, would you mind showing me your panties, please? Of course I mind! Forget speaking politely. I need to beat some manners and civility into you. And boom, that's a Nami punch right there. Good grief.
Yo! He has returned! I was mentioning him earlier. Segrain! Thank you for stopping by the chat.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for the lurk, brother.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
Cut you off.
Good to see. Yeah, I miss you, brother. I hope to see you soon, Segrain. Okay, now where were we? Oh, yeah. Strength and equality are equally important. Oh, strength and adequate are equally important. Really? Then I'll do better. I'll try harder. And so you see him keep on learning. Lady Candle. Lady Candle is the light of our admiration. And now we come back to this present time, which is Brooke telling a young Shuri, what's her name? Shuri, right?
Shuri, yeah.
Yeah, a young Shuri about her. And then he goes, the sun that shines upon our country. Which reminds me, one time a ship from the world government washed up in Asperia, and the kingdom was stunned to encounter a type of authority we've never experienced before. The celestial dragons? Yeah, that's right. They certainly threw their weight around. Lady Candle was bedridden for several months after that due to fatigue, and you wouldn't believe how gloomy the people were during those months. Oh, no. Yo ho ho. I shouldn't laugh, but it was truly as if the sun itself had set. However, that was only the predecessor to the wonderful news, Princess Shuri.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Again, Oda. Wow. Alright. Is that that? Are you the next one, Samurai? Is it? Or do I get to?
No, Jim, you're next. You're next.
Wow. One second. Missed the stream. Hopefully, I'll get to hop back on sometime soon. Hey, brother. Anytime soon. I'll keep. I'll start posting again, just in case so you can know, depending on what part of the world you're in. So we could talk the NBA Finals and World Cup, of course. But miss you, brother. I don't miss Oda talking about this kind of stuff. So yeah, Lady Candle. So I guess it's like, who's the celestial dragon that took advantage of her, and who is Candle's dad? Because not Reuben. All right, I'm going on in 3, 2, 1. Your father, the beloved uncouth prince, ascended the throne, and at the same time he married your mother, Lady Candle. The stage of Amarrion was engulfed in cheers of the audience.
I love it.
And then you were born, Princess Shuri. The kingdom was all a tizzy. Show us her face. Eek, she's so cute. Thank God she takes after her mother. Ahem. I got a bit off track there. My point is, I love your parents dearly. I owe them everything. I would give my life for them. I call this the sacrificial rock. Okay, so yeah. The question now is, like, who's the celestial dragon that R.A.P. Candle, and I'm hoping Reuben knew what happened and married her for her honor, kind of thing. But this now shows that Shuri is a celestial dragon. Now it becomes whose? And let's be honest, you have frickin' what is it? Emu obsessed with blue-haired chicks like Lily and now Vivi, so who knows? Who knows? Any thoughts before I go on, Samurai?
No, I love it. I love it.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Papa, Mama, well, Brooke, what would you do if it was me in danger? The same thing, of course. I would give up my life, yes, indeed. Because I'm Papa and Mama's daughter. Ugh. Then you have the exclamation point. Because it's you. Why did you pause? Be honest with me. And she does a little foof, and he gives her candy. And then
he's like.
Then you see a fight, and then you have Papa, Father, don't be a child. I love you too, Father. And he's like, and he has, I think that's a little sweat or a tear. I'm not really sure. And then you have.
It looks like sweat to me.
Then you have Candle just looking along, enjoying the view. So that is the sad story. Wow, the Oda's starting to hit us hard with the revelations of birth and bloodlines. But anyway, Samurai, it's up to you.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it looks like I got a song. Okay. So now we got Brooke coming to, rushing to the aid of the hurt finger, just showing how much he cares for Shuri. And so here's the dialogue here. When you want to be independent from your parents, why not sing this song for a change, princess? So here we go. Mind your own beeswax. And she goes, what's that supposed to mean? And we see all the little memories of her and Brooke hanging out, getting taller, rescuing a puppy and doing other things. And hitting on girls, I guess. It's a phrase from Kamagita. Oh, Kamagita. I gotta see if we've been there before. A land from the land to the west. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a prayer for Kamachita. Mind your own beeswax. Okay, anyway. So now we got the montage going. Mind your own beeswax. I ain't some puppy dog who were by a candy store. I ain't a kid at all anymore. And so it just shows how, you know, it went from Brooke taking care of her to now she is kind of taking care of Brooke here in these moments and trying to, you know, be a good cook. And, oh, and look at this, just like her father, even though it looks like, you know, her cooking doesn't look like super tasty, right? There's like these dark, like drips coming out of the bowl. And, you know, but then we go to Brooke and he's eating it anyway with a big smile on his face. Like any parent does when they see hard work, you know, they go, oh yeah, delish, you know, because you don't want to discourage it. And also he's like, great. All right, you have anything to say on that one?
Nope.
Okay, now we go on to the next page and we see her and Brooke smiling. The year that Shuri turned 15, and then we had this guy that's playing the violin, and he goes, what the? It sounds awful. And I'm kind of trying to understand why he's saying that. Asperia lost its music. The kingdom was shrouded in a deep and terrible mist that lasted for a half a year. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
the country's heritage, its treasured instruments, all rotted, and the mist curdled into smog that swallowed the whole island. From that point on, the streets were filled not with music, but the sounds of coughing. Oh, what the fuck? Let's lift their hearts with... Oh, okay, so Brooke's sick. What the fuck? The poisonous smog wrecked the lungs of tens of thousands and took several hundreds of lives. The mist will clear. I know it will. Interesting. Okay, so now we get the doom and gloom where they both die, we'll see.
The tragedy of Asperia.
Wow, the tragedy of Asperia. Okay, alright, on to you.
On to page 10, and 3, 2, 1.
No!
Whoa! In the face of many baffling and horrific events, the kingdom grew weary and numb. And even after the mist lifted, the scars it left felt deeply by all. And Candle was taken by the mist. So you have Shuri crying, Brooke crying, and then Reuven just beside himself at her grave. Your Majesty, we can no longer afford to make the heavenly tribute payments to the world government. They were set up. They were set up.
Mm-hmm. Whatever that mist is might come back later. Like, that must be a devil fruit or something.
Mm-hmm. On the next page, you have clang, clang. Yeah, whoa! Brooke training with Siri. Sometimes it's as if you can see the future, princess. Huh?
Oh, let's go.
Oh. I want to be like Mother. Mother. You certainly have the potential, but I don't think your father will allow a princess to fight on the battle lines. Father seems to have something weighing on his mind these days. I can imagine what it's about, but there's nothing we can do. My only option is to faithfully serve the king faithfully. I thought you wanted to be a pirate, Brooke. My onus comes first. My dreams are secondary matter. Oh, okay. Well, when you leave, I'll go with you. You can't. I will. So we have the time passing on after Candle's death. The heavenly tribute. Something is going on. They're addressing it. There's nothing they can do. So he's literally just saying, I can just, whatever your dad tells me to do, I'll do it. and that's still my last day kind of thing. So we've got.
I was noticing. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Good. No. I'm just gonna say we've got 6 pages left. Go ahead.
I know, big chapter today. Feels like. Kaizaku. And it goes, you want to be a that's underlined or that's bolded, and so in Japanese it was emboldened, meaning that it means a secondary meaning, like AKA it's the name of something in One Piece, the Kaizaku. I just noticed that when is it always boldened like that? I can't even remember. I feel like not. But that is really throwing me off, the bolding, because I know like how the translators do that. They do that when it's like a cool word, or like when the word is like the heavenly tribute payment. So that means that Oda like wrote it in like really heavy ink or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's something to look onto. Is that Kaizaku thing? That's all I got to say on that. Oh, are you frozen?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just taking everything in.
It looked like it. Oops, sorry about that.
No, it was just like, wow, the mist just settled in and just wreaked havoc. So we have 2 tragedies now. You have Princess Shuri's true father and you basically have a Bonnie type part 2 origin story. Who's also now a celestial dragon. So very interested if Bonnie and Princess Shuri are related, because we don't know in what way, if this is a family dynamic thing. And now the mist settling over and basically crippling their economy and their healthcare system, all in one fell swoop.
This mist reminds me of that one ninja lady's devil fruit power, where she can like make things like decompose. So it's like it's kind of like that. Yeah, it feels like the rot brain or something. Like she's like, I don't know. Or yeah, it just feels like a devil fruit power, obviously, to me.
Yeah. All right, brother, it's your turn.
All right, here we go. There's going to be a war against the world government. And then Brooke, of course, like, the G. Understood, Majesty. Wait, Captain, at least tell us why, Your Majesty. Everyone else is asking questions and being, hesitant, but not Brooke. He's already going out. He knows what to do. And he's like, Brooke. And then the rest of them he's telling. They demanded 1,000 slaves from us. That's the only way out of the heavenly tribute this year. So notice how that isn't highlighted. So, I don't know. That's interesting. The heavenly tribute this year. Being a slave in the Holy Land might as well be death. Oh, no. The government will be here in 2 months. But I'm not going to choose sacrifices to be handed over to them. So, yeah, that's a good man right there. So we know that he's not a yellow. He's not a yellow belly, and he's also... concerned about those people, so good man. Okay, on to the next, unless you got something.
No. Go ahead.
Great. Is our country doomed, Captain? Unaffiliated countries turn into a lawless wasteland, don't they? Is it true that they'll pillage everything we have? And so everyone's like at the peak of their doom. I heard another country in the West Blue got wiped off the map. Oh, are they talking about O'Hara, I wonder?
I don't think so, because this is 70
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
what am I talking about?
So O'Hara
So that's another
30.
one.
No, but it could still be an omen to those hunting things happen like every 4 years or something like that. So that's probably happening, more than likely happening at this point. So yeah, the hunt. I don't know what I know it's called the God Valley incident for what happened, but I don't know what the hunt is called for.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that one. I think you're right on the money. Because okay. So are they doomed? Okay. Well, I heard a little story once. about a sea brimming with violence, where the boss don't want to go, full of samurai warriors and towering giants. So watch out for all of them. Give them a little bite, and they'll be weak in the knees, like they're running from a swarm of bees. Better think twice, 'cause we got nothing to lose. Wow, that's true, and everyone likes his song. And now we see the running footsteps. They've landed at the North Harbor. Get over there, 12th Platoon. And so now the fighting commences.
And now the fighting commences. We've got 4 pages left. I got the second last 2, the penultimate, 2, and then Samurai's got the final 2. This is gonna be a bloodbath, and I'm interested in how they get a hold of Shuri. If it's her bloodline that controls her, or if like someone has snuck in already. So I'm going on in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy! Mind your own beeswax. They didn't say it would be this many of them. Don't let them disembark. Mind your own beeswax, and then you have the world government flag burning in the background. Brooke, looks like this is where he got the scar, just right in the face. We're in the only corner of the map, huff huff. But our name won't be erased just like that. This is one place you can't steal from us. Huff huff huff. Arg! And he's just blowing through him. So it looks like this is the moment he got a scar. So going into the middle. Commander, the enemy's reached the palace. Block off the stairs, I'll go in. But why can't I fight? Don't be stupid. If they take you hostage, then our arms are tied. Please be safe, Princess Shuri. It's the guard. It's now burning, and okay, so Brooke came up on a bunch of sorry. Oh, Princess, the garden will be strolled through sometimes. And then Brooke's taking him out. Yeah, so I'm going down through the middle. And then, Your Majesty, the dump where we hung out is ablaze. So Brooke is thinking about this and singing Mind Your Own Beeswax. Mind your own beeswax, the corner of the map is singing of shining. And he is just downing government soldiers. Feel your courage slip away once you taste my vicious blade. And then he sheaths, not slice, drops him. Huff, huff, huff. Your Majesty, Princess Shuri. And I'm guessing this is when she is striking down her dad. But, is this when he got the scar on his face? Yeah, his face is cut. So yeah, this is when he got the scar. Samurai and Drew, let's see something pretty horrible.
Oh my god. Yo, okay, so I'm just trying to look at everything here. So...
Oh!
Somebody's head is off. And then we look at Shuri, doing the whole Domi reversey thing. And then on the left, we can see the 2 eyes. And that looks like either Emu or that one Gorosei guy that's a bird.
I want to say it's Mars. It's Mars in his, big, he's the one with the big, pointy beard. That's, pointy. The little bird guy. He's bird, bro. But it looks like that. It looks like both Shuri and Reuven were Domi reversing.
Wait, so wait, who has their head off and who's on the ground?
I don't think anyone's head is off. He just has the white thing between
his face is just really low.
His face is on the ground. It's he's face planted. He's face down.
No,
but
the guy smoking the cigarette looked like his head was off. Yeah, but now I can see that he just has a funny looking head.
I'm guessing it's the guy with the cigarette in the back and the coat is a God's Knight, as well as is probably the one who did the mist, and all that.
Oh yeah. So then Brooke comes in, looks at this horrible sight, and you know, she's like, Brooke, the war is going to be over. Aren't you happy? As she's licking her lips and about to probably attack him. So that's interesting. So he probably doesn't know if she doesn't. He's like, did she do this willingly or unwillingly? You know.
Oh so, yeah, he's shut. Completely and utterly shut.
And so this guy kind of reminds me of Shuri with a rain, by the way. This smoking captain-looking guy.
Completely
so I wonder if
has the Shuri with a rain vibe going. So
it's no sword.
This is also interesting. So I think it's time for us to have a sip and discuss a toast to kicking butt. This all went by incredibly smoothly. It all makes complete sense. It all applies to what we've been told and also to what we understood, that those who lost their power and want to get stronger can be dominated by the Covenant. It looks like Reuven has horns, so it looks like they both were taken over. But I thought if you died in that form, then you would just turn back. But so I guess not. So, it seems like the Celestial, someone set up perfectly for not only Shuri to be able to be taken away, but is possibly the person who impregnated Kandel. I think are we both on the alignment that Kandel? Let me rephrase this. Reuven is not Shuri's dad. Are we in alignment there?
One more time.
Are we in alignment that Reuven is not Shuri's dad?
That is interesting.
I do not believe.
I think so. But okay, you know what? In fact, I do think so because Brooke was pretty sure. But you're saying like she's like just an implant.
Or no. I'm saying like Kandel was taken advantage of because the Celestial Dragon visited. Kandel was locked away, sick for months and months. Reuven married her. Shuri was born, and there was all a test. Meaning that they assumed that it was Reuben's child that she was pregnant with, that she gave birth with before they were married, but he married her to save her honor because she was RAPED'd by a Celestial Dragon and impregnated.
Ugh, I hate that.
Yep. Oda does it again. And that's the funny thing, because a lot of people thought that Kandel was going to be some kind of plant, but and she ends up dying. Like it's one where whatever this haze that set onto the island,
even the smog
not only rotted away the music but kept them from singing. So like it's so there's just tragedy one after the other, you know, like Kandel getting sick, and then the crazy wedding of him to the guard who he had apparently they had thought impregnated, but he just really did that to save her honor. And she even acknowledged how she felt about him, and she knew that she didn't have a chance, but her getting pregnant was probably the only chance that he got. Here's Reuven raising another child as his own and is murdered by that child.
Right.
And then on top of that, their health and their music, their health and their economy is all in one because they sing and they play music. So I'm betting that the guy with the cigar who is in there with... I don't know why they blotted out Mercury in this backstory, unless... That's very interesting. Mercury's bird demon should not be blotted out because we've seen it before. So I'm very, very curious why that thing was blotted out.
Two mysterious figures. Yeah, we don't know who those two. Yeah, because that's two people, right? It's that dude and then the smoking guy.
Well,
I'm wondering if that's two Gorosei. If that's like the old Gorosei guy.
Well, it makes you wonder if Mercury is newer.
Right.
In this, there was a different person who had a different variant. In Attack on Titan, sorry, spoiler alert, if you have the similar type of Titan fruit, but the Titan's going to look different. You're going to have two different types of armored Titans. That's kind of how it works out. So you could probably have two different types of whatever the bird demon for Mercury was. Now, this bird demon could be something completely different. Before Mercury even came on, we know that Saturn was the one who'd been there fairly longer because he was there at least 200 years ago. Because we've seen that. So it's just so interesting. But yeah, I'm very interested in who the smoking guy is, and also then what the bird, why the bird is in silhouette. That's kind of my big thing. Any questions or big thoughts for you as you?
Yeah, I'm on St. Marcus's wiki, which is the Mars guy, the bird guy. It's Tsumade is the name of that bird.
Thank you.
And yeah, it looks just like it. Looks just freaking like it. So guilty. But man, yeah, cool chapter, and it's looking like it's wrapping up everything up pretty fast. Like it's looking like next chapter and then we might even get back to the story in 2 chapters. I could almost see us getting back to the story next chapter unless something crazy happens. But it feels pretty wrapped up. So pretty fast backstory if we get out of this. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, I love the chapter, and definitely says to how speaks to how Brook is like fancy, and then is a little crude too, and where he learns to eat and be noble and polite. Like not only just being polite, but actually being a good person too. So he's a well-rounded person. Yeah.
The tragedies of Asperia. Well, that was a great chapter. I'm looking and I don't see if there's any update on a new chapter for next week. But I'm pretty sure next week we're wrapping up Brook's backstory. It's gotten to the point where he said he last saw Shuri on a boat to the Berijois after she had stabbed the man that he adored. We've gotten all that. We now know the story of it. A big thing I do want to point out from this chapter, which is something really cool that I wanted to point out, is when Reuven said and announced that there would be a war, Brook, I understand your majesty, and just was like, I'm going to just start getting people in the mindset where everyone really started pushing back. So, and Reuven even noticed that. He was like, man, Brook. Thank you, Brook. So that was pretty cool. Dinero 989, yo, what's up,
Hey,
Warlords?
Dinero.
What up, Dinero? Thanks for stopping by. Let us know your thoughts on the tragedies of Asperia, because again we have Shuri's birth, because that's a tragedy in itself, because the baby don't look like Reuven. Let's just say that.
You are not the father.
You are not the father. But Reuven being the best dude and taking care of his second in command, and that's probably. I'm interested. Do you think that the tragedies of Asperia came about because Brook still in that curry, and the Navy getting beat up by Reuven, and it just spiraling from there? Like, they weren't even on their radar, and then they're like, we got beaten up by who? And they hold up a picture of Candle, and the Celestial Dragon's like,
that's what you gotta request.
Like, it's one of those. Like, what caused the Celestial Dragon to visit Asperia? Because it's a slow progression. It wasn't like a boom, 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 all just happened nonsense. Because their economy was gutted, and their will to fight, because the mist really hit them that hard. So, and then they couldn't play the tribute. So now here the Celestial Dragons are like, I don't think that this was necessarily the hunt per se. It doesn't seem like this was one of those hunts that happened in God's Valley. It seemed like it was just a calling, and they just were declared war against them, in that regard. So, any final thoughts, Samurai?
No, just a good chapter, and I'm glad to be reading it with you, brother.
Well, hell yeah, brother. I think that next week we should be back.
You all right?
It is Father's Day, so we'll play it by ear as far as timing when we go live. But we probably should still be able to go next week. And then I think we're gonna be out of the backflash next week and back to common times. And that leads them to thaw out Shuri, and we're gonna be starting to ask some questions between Shuri, her lineage, who her Celestial Dragon father is. Do you think it's Emu, or do you think it's like someone else?
If it's, you know, Warcry or whatever, can we not? Yeah, we have to have a reason not to like him. So I think that would be a good one. It doesn't seem to be the guy smoking in the chair. He seems to be like a helper or something.
It doesn't.
But I think he's the one that's doing the mist.
If the guy in the chair with the cigar is a God's Knight, let's just say, and then let's just also say that Emu is. Let's just say Emu's hanging out with his daughter, because is Emu gonna hang out with some
No, true.
Could be like some random Celestial Dragon's kid. It could be one of the top 5 kid. Could be Emu's kid. Shuri could be Emu's kid. Confirmed.
Oh. You're
But I think that's a good place to end it. We got about 52 minutes. I think that's solid.
Yeah.
That's really solid. Any predictions for next week, Samurai?
I'm thinking we got either we're going to get back into the real story this next one or the next one after. I feel like it's really soon though. That's my prediction. Is we're getting back into the real world hopefully in the next chapter.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, I heard it.
So I'm very interested in seeing what the rest of the community took from this. But to Dinero and Segrain and anyone else who stopped by the stream, thank you so much. We always appreciate everyone stopping by, and always remember, Nakama, that anime is adulting. Stay rockless, Warlords. Peace!
Wow.